How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the suckling child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown as in a moment, and no hand stayed on her. Her Nazarites were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies. Their polishing was of sapphire. Their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. The Lord hath accomplished his fury. He hath poured out his fierce anger, and hath kindled a fire in Zion, and it hath devoured the foundations thereof. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The interesting aspect about the community and society at large is the complete bias and lack of deep critique within the mainstream schools of thought as it pertains to negative female behavior. And the resulting effects on the family, on individuals, and on themselves. Black men have been persistently blamed for many, many, many years. for the state of our community, from the continent to the West. Although this Western mindset is starting to really creep into the whole world, where we are responsible for shortcomings that women do themselves. When I tell men that dating and politics are the same thing, they don't believe me until time proves them wrong. The value system of a person really affects how they view the world. But most men have these blinders that prevent them from seeing the cruelty in a woman. I call them the beauty filters, because they can't see certain levels of cruelty. And it's actually, the interesting part about this is rooted in real misogyny, right? This is the misogynistic nature of most men. And let me build. Because they don't see a woman as a human being in actuality, they see her more akin to a teddy bear, capable of good feelings and giving good feelings, but incapable of any harm, really. Because most men look at women misogynistically through their beauty filters, they see them in a light that prevents them from seeing things that only women can do, on a positive side and on a negative side. There are certain aspects of cruelty that are specific to women. The system has allowed reproductive choice to be exclusively lean towards leverage that is wielded only by a woman. The only choice that a man has in a reproductive situation is whether or not he puts his seed in a woman of his choosing. And that's a lot of control. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of control, but that's for a different video. That's for a different video. Here, what I'm saying is, we just read the verse. We just read the verse. That was Lamentations 4, by the way. The daughters of my people have become cruel. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? Because the daughters of my people have become cruel. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? Because the daughters of my people have become cruel. Like the ostriches in the wilderness. Single father households produce equal and better results than two-parent households. Single mother households produce the highest level of criminality. And low educational metrics. These are proven facts. But what I want to discuss is the perspective and the bias. The bias. A lot of these mothers in the community are Christian women, but they would never read that verse. And if they did read it, they wouldn't apply it to themselves. The day we can be honest and recognize that cruel mothers are the reason why the Black community is how it is today. Mothers that care not of their children, only themselves. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. In Job, it talks about ostriches and peacocks. And how the ostrich tramples on her eggs. The foot crushes them. When a woman prevents a child, especially a boy child, because it says the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, the sons of Zion. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers? An earthen pitcher is a pitcher to draw water. Earthen pitcher meaning is clay. So how do you go from fine gold to clay? Precious sons of Zion. These young men that fall to criminality. These young men that have abysmal reading levels. And most of the young men are not that. A majority of Black men are free, in the middle class, and doing very well. But for the ones that are behind, we do not give them our empathy. The precious sons fell because the daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. When a child, especially a boy child, is deprived from being raised by his father, it prevents so much development in that child. And every situation is different. But if we really zoom into the consciousness of our community, most of the women believe and argue that they can and should do it themselves. But I want every man out there to know we are where we are because the daughters of our people are cruel. These ain't my words. This is Lamentations 4, chapter 4, verse 3 to be exact. It's going to be imperative for men to really zoom out and see that a majority of the problems that they face today in society come from other men that couldn't see sex and relationships clearly. Procreated with the wrong woman, and they've been problem solving and problem managing ever since. But they never changed their perspective. Oh no, you can't get caught standing on principle. That's against the status quo. A sucker born every minute, man. A sucker's born every minute. Some man will get that ostrich pregnant without caring, or maybe might care if she tramples the eggs. But if you really cared, would you have gambled with your seed like that? Would you have put your seed in that position to have an ostrich for a mother? This is an important topic. You know what I mean? This is an important topic. That's Bible. The Bible talks more about money and women than most men credited for, man. They just didn't read it. Absent fathers are not the problem. The perspective I want to leave you with is this. If you are a child of a man that you may judge, if you had an absent dad, or if you judge your father for anything that he may have done, or not done, and you only attribute negative feelings toward him, but you've never looked at your mother in the same light and only attribute positive feelings toward her, or maybe balanced, Statistics have proven that a mother's presence is not the determining factor in the development of a child. It is a father's presence that is the determining factor. And that presence is not just physically. But I want that perspective. If you attribute no negativity to your mother, but there may be some that you haven't thought about, just because your filter may be to not look at women as cruel. You just might believe that women are not human beings, capable of very good things and very evil things. Most of us do not believe that these things are real. But if you really step back, we could chop up more about this. But just know, we're not here because of the men. And that's Bible. I didn't say that.